So, guess who just got their voice back? Kind of. Hello. Hello, and welcome. Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. Yeah, so, I was planning on doing a stream for my birthday, and then I was sick. I was very, very sick. So, well, this has been long in the making, but here we are. It kind of hurts to talk, so I doubt this is going to be a particularly long stream, but you never know. We haven't done a stream where we just sat down and had a coffee break. Alright, time for actual name shoutouts. Chaotic Doomslayer, hello, welcome. Ghosted Marshmallow Audios, thank you. Nickelodeon, glad you can make it. Last time you made it was on the Resident Evil one. Yeah, it has been a little while. Hope you get better soon. Thank you, Nickelodeon. Oh boy. BF Audio's left man poop. Wow. Wish you the best, Mug. Thank you. That is a very specific name. Yes. I just realized maybe I should have put a special effect on the banner. Does the music sound okay? Is everything like... every level's alright? Apollo, hey, glad you could make it. Thank you very much. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Jeez, man, I'm glad you can make it, but wow, it must be like... oh gosh, I don't know, probably around like 2 o'clock at night for you. I'm glad you could make it though, don't get me wrong. Yeah. Oh. I just realized the layout of the stream is a little bad. Girl, don't give me a sec. Nope. That is going to be going on to the other tab. Thank you very much. Alright. Now let's see. Look at it trying to give away my personal information. Nah, not really. Just my personal tab. Alright. Let's see. So, the chat seems to be a little unbalanced, but I think I can fix it. 2:30, very happy to be here. Wow, 2:30, jeez. I was right. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Cowboy Brandon. Hope everything's going good. Recovering from having a cold, so... you know, it was worse, you know? Okay. Ugh. You're probably going to hear me hacking and coughing. I'm not particularly at 100% yet, but, you know, I wanted to get at least one stream done before the, for the week. I was actually, I was going to play Stray, because I got it for my birthday from one of my friends. But I realized I really don't think I can handle gaming and talking at the same time right now. One or the other. I gotta turn my own volume down. Let's see. There we go. Happy birthday, dude. Oh my god, hope you feel better soon. Thank you, Jacula's boy. Thank you. Yeah. Ignore that health bar in the top left corner of the screen. It's not an accurate depiction of how I'm currently feeling. I'm not at 1000%. But don't worry. Yeah, what that does... I haven't tried it before, but it's a little thing you see in a lot of big streamers called boss mode. And apparently what it does is if somebody subscribes or leaves a tip or super chat or something, then it will do like damage, quote unquote, to the meter, and the goal is to drain it. I thought that was pretty fun. The numbers are pretty high right now, so in theory, if by the time the stream is over, like 4 people subscribe to the channel, it would be completely drained, and I don't know what happens when it's empty. Plus, I got special effects as well. But anyhow, yeah, I imagine we're not going to be seeing too many people this late at night. Oh, should I lapse into the story about how it's been? Because it was, this month, over here in Canada, was college started back up again, you know? Got a lot of time. I say time off of classes technically, but in actuality I was still working and doing warm coffee mug stuff the entire time, so it wasn't really time off, but it was definitely less focused on schoolwork. And having all that, blasting on you at once is quite a lot. Because you got a new schedule to learn, you're meeting new people, you got new, work and due dates to worry about, and, overall, it's a lot of stuff. And since I worked from home for most of the summer, I went out during the summer as often as I could. Sometimes when I'm feeling tense, I like to take walks around the place. But since I worked from home most of the time, I didn't really have human contact that often. So suddenly being in contact with a ton of people was not only oh my gosh, lots of human interaction at once, but I think that's also partially where I got my cold from. Because, oh, what is this? Sorry, Patreon just notified me, oh no, I have action I gotta take, apparently. No. It's always really intense whenever you get, those notifications. It's action required. Required. You gotta do it. Otherwise, I don't know what's gonna happen. Goro Akachi, hello! Happy birthday, thank you very much. Thank you for the birthday wishes, everyone. Yeah, so just overall, at the beginning of the week, or except for the interactions with my least favorite thing about back to school season. Yeah, I'm not an antisocial person exactly, but how do I put it? I'm the kind of person who, I will not go out of my way to actively approach people, and it's nothing against other people, I just don't really go out of my way to talk to people. If someone came up to me and started talking, I'll keep a conversation with them, I'll see what they want to talk about, and if it interests me, I'll talk to them back about it, but I won't, go out of my way to initiate conversations, and if there are big groups... Oh, jeez. That's gonna be happening a lot. If there are big groups, I'll be staying away from them unless I get invited. So it's not really social unless prompted. Happy birthday, you still sound so adorable. Thank you. I don't know what you hear in it, but if it sounds adorable, then, to each their own. I hope it helps you sleep better. Social anxiety? I don't know. I guess so, yeah. I don't want to throw around the phrase social anxiety, because I know there are people that genuinely struggle with, actual social anxiety that you, are diagnosed with. And I'm not sure if I really have that. I'm just somebody who gets nervous, when I'm in a conversation, but I hide it behind, oh, yeah, I know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, so overall, meeting all those new people and being approached quite a bit, because the class I'm with this year, very energetic people. Hello, can't stay for long. I have to help someone mod a little bit, but really want to stop by. So, hello. Hello, ASMR Sim. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. Good luck. Good luck with your modding. Hope you feel better, drink lots of water, and get enough sleep. Oh boy. Yeah, that's all I've been doing for the past 4 days. That was a laugh and a cough. Oh god. Yeah, I'm currently eating a Halls right now. I have gone through so many packages of Halls, and Tylenol, and water, several liters of water, and tea. Lemon ginger tea, very good. And hot chocolate. And bread, or macaroni, and applesauce. Yeah, so anyway. So overall, lots of interaction with people I don't really know. And, that was all pretty overwhelming. But... so I think that was kind of adding to stress a little bit on top of, regular work stuff, because I'm working and also attending school, and overall, it was stressful. But I think then just the nail in the coffin was I just got a cold, because it was Sunday night, we were playing D&D, and I had a headache, but I felt fine, other than the headache. Felt like I was kind of missing an hour of sleep. I kind of did that thing where you wake up and you can kind of just tell you're actually really close to getting enough sleep. You just gotta sleep for another 30 minutes. But then I thought to myself, no, if I do that, I'm going to oversleep, and then it's going to be hard to wake up tomorrow where I have morning classes, so might as well just deal with it now. And that heavy-headed feeling never went away. And then when I tried going to sleep later that night, my throat all of a sudden felt like it had daggers inside of it. And I woke up the next morning with a stuffed nose, and I couldn't talk, but I went to class anyway. Lasted about 3 hours, then started burning up, vomited at school, and had to go home. And I have been sitting here in this little disposition for the past 4 days. And oh my god, it sucked. Because I couldn't voice act. I couldn't write either. I wanted to at least write some scripts, because they're, especially Patreon scripts, I'm a little behind on. But staring at a screen gave me a massive headache. So, couldn't even do that. I couldn't even listen to anything either, because usually when I'm sick, I listen to, like, ASMR or something, but there was, like, I don't know if any of you have gotten a cold recently, but I got, like, pressure in my ears. Like, it feels like somebody is taking, like, 2 hands and just squeezing your head, and as a result, like, having things, like, in your ears, or sounds especially, can just feel very overwhelming. And on top of all of that, it was also a cross between, you know, you're burning to death one moment, but then freezing cold the next, even though you're in, like, lukewarm temperature. I took, like, 4 showers in a single day because, you know, taking a hot shower while I have a cold is actually really nice. It's very helpful. The steam helps a lot. The temperature helps a lot. Hope you feel better. Being sick is really tough. Thank you. Yeah, I'm almost back at 100%. Just, it's gonna take a little longer. Hope you didn't feel pressure to do this stream. You're physically up for you shouldn't force yourself. Oh, don't worry. I didn't. I want to do this stream. You know, I wanted to do this. I wanted to do it earlier, but I wasn't feeling amazing yet. But I feel okay now. I think I can talk. My head feels fine. It's just my throat now. That's why I'm taking it to Halls. Coffee, drink some ginger ale, will help a little bit. Funny you should mention that. I have ginger ale in my hands right now. Canada Dry. But not just any kind. Cranberry ginger ale, which is very out of season, but I'm not complaining. Because, like, it's my favorite ginger ale. Why don't we open it? Here. Yeah, I also had to delay line requests. Because obviously, I can't read them if I can't speak. Speaking of interaction, I have a homecoming dance tomorrow. Ooh, homecoming dance. On a Saturday. Yeah, okay, I guess it makes sense. Still carrying my ginger ale, I was dressed one time. Yikes. Then I imagine you're a little less fond of it than I am. I haven't done that yet. But maybe one of these days I will. I hope I don't, though. I would not want to do that to Mom. Alright. Let me just... Oh. I'm really late for happy birthday. Thank you. No, it's okay. It's alright. Better late than never, as they say. Alright. You guys ready? For some reason, it really foamed and bubbled up. What the heck? Yeah. At some point, I'm probably going to be hosting another stream, but, like, definitely not as late at nights. You know, it's that way a bunch of, like, other people can attend. Because I was planning on playing the little-known game known as Stray. What else did I get for my birthday? There were a few games, but I don't think they're really stream-worthy, except maybe XCOM. But I don't know. XCOM, there's a lot of pressure. Because, like, you know, every action you take on stream is permanent. And XCOM is very, very good at screwing you over at the roll of a dice. I was actually talking to a couple, speaking of rolling dice, I was talking to a couple of my friends about if they'd ever be interested in streaming D&D on a warm coffee mug, and all of them subsequently basically said yes, but not for the campaign we're currently playing. Because I'm currently a part of 2. One of them is probably coming to an end fairly soon. Another one just started, and the DMs aren't really comfortable streaming that one. Then the future, one of my friends is planning on DMing another campaign, but it's going to be his first time ever doing it, so he's not really confident streaming. And then we're also going to be trying Cyberpunk Red pretty soon, the Cyberpunk tabletop role-playing game, and I'm very excited for that. But, from the sounds of it, the only DM that would really be comfortable actually, like, hosting a D&D stream would be me. And even then, I'm not so sure, because my DMing style is... It's very different. It's very out there. And me... how do I put it? I've talked to other DMs before, and basically all of them are like, oh, dude, that's not how I would run my game. And, like, I agree. You know, we've all got our own styles. But apparently mine is a little contentious. And that's because I tend to prioritize the players having fun over the rules that are set in stone. If I think a rule is unfair, or if I think a scenario is stupidly unfair, I will alter it, because I personally think I've got a pretty good idea of fair play. I know what might be balanced and what might not, and I've only occasionally been horribly wrong. Oh, God. I was about to cough. But I'd really like to be a player if I was ever hosting a D&D stream. I don't know. Because, like, you've all... Oh, wait, no, it's like I was going to say you've all heard me tell stories before, but it's like that I'm like, well, yeah, but you've heard me act quite a bit before, too. What would be more unique? I don't know. We've only ever done a D&D stream once. Thank you, Axel DMB. Thank you for joining the stream as well. We've only ever done a D&D stream once. It was on my older channel that's no longer on YouTube. And it didn't go very well because we played Tomb of Annihilation, and that campaign is really unbalanced. Or at least, the way it was run for us, it seemed really unbalanced. Ooh, that's a little hard to swallow. No good at D&D, but I always watch friends play. It's really interesting to watch. Yeah, I don't watch D&D very often, but I know that it's like a very popular medium to watch. I mean, look at Critical Role. Like, do I need to go on? Uh-oh. Oh, cough. Anyway. So, instead, what I've been working on... So, there was... Oh, dear. I gotta burp. Ugh, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh. How are you doing? Well, I'm still alive. Kinda. Recovering from a cold. Oh. Plug nose is coming back, damn it. Oh well. I'm about to go home, so I gotta go buy a coffee mug. Okay. Goodbye, Husko. Happy birthday coffee. Thank you, Minsu. Gotta go, but I hope everyone has a great day or night. Get well soon, mug. Thank you. 8 out of 10 burp. Oh, it was an 8 out of 10. Well, thank you. I'll see if I can surpass it. What was I talking about? I don't remember. It had something to do with D&D. No one was particularly comfortable streaming it. Well, the campaign I'm currently in the middle of working on, because I'm waiting for a bit before I get my chance to run a game. I just finished running a game for some friends. It was called Shores of Fortune, and it was a nautical pirate-themed D&D campaign, heavily inspired by Black Flag, and it was based off of the Ghost of Saltmarsh adventures. Well, Ghost of Saltmarsh is kind of meant to be based off of, you know, it's a series of smaller adventures you can wedge into one big campaign. And I kind of integrated a custom combat system into it as well. We use Roll20 to play our games. We used to play in person, but then a little known global event called COVID ended up shutting that down. Plus, a few of them live in America, so... You know, it's hard to play a tabletop game with people that are several hundred miles away. So we use Roll20 instead. Roll20 in Discord. It's a good combo. You know, Discord also with some bots allows us to play some music and ambience in the background. It's really fun. Plus, I got voice mod. Which I think I have used for some audios before. Oh, now I remember what I was talking about. So... One of the, hey, Leesmar, thank you for joining the stream, welcome. Yes, I did decide to stream. My throat is currently trying to kill me for deciding such a thing, but you know what? Fuck my throat. We've got to go, hope you feel better soon. Alright. Thank you very much. Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. Zonigly? Okay, I apologize for everything. Anyway, yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, right. So, just finished running Shores of Fortune, and currently reading through a module called Icewind Dale: Rime of the Frost Maiden. And Icewind Dale is a very interesting campaign. To anyone who lives near the equator, it would sound like actual hell. Yeah, I am still a little nasally, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Here, actually, give me a second. Let me grab the book. It's on the other side of the room. I don't know my headphones well. My headphones don't stretch that far. Here, there we go. Got it. Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden. Some secrets are worth dying for. In Icewind Dale, an adventure is best served cold. Beneath the unyielding night sky, you stand before a towering glacier and recite an ancient rhyme, causing a crack to form in the great wall of ice. Beyond this yawning fissure, the caves of hunger await, and past this icy dungeon is a secret so old and terrifying that few dare speak of it. The mad wizards of the Arcane Brotherhood long to possess that which the god's winter's wrath has so coldly preserved, as do you. What fantastic secrets and treasures are entombed in the sunless heart of the glacier, and what will their discovery mean for the denizens of Icewind Dale? Can you save the 10 towns from the Frost Maiden's everlasting night? So it is an actual L, though. Well, double L? No, singular L? Oh, you fucking know it. It's like, I think I wrote the, like, I did the math and figured out what the temperatures were. In Icewind Dale? Oh, wait a sec. Ah, crap. Okay. Is it cold up there right now? Yeah. Yeah, it is. It dropped several degrees. Very recently. You know, a couple days ago it was 20 degrees Celsius, and now it's only like 6. I don't know if I can find the measurements for Icewind Dale. Okay. It's somewhere in the Discord server. Was my lore tab deleted? What the Why? No. Oh, there we go. So, Icewind Dale. Oh, thank you, Onyx Clouds. Icewind Dale is incredibly cold. It is in a constant state of very, very deep winter. The sun never shines, and average temperatures range from 30 degrees excuse me, negative 30 degrees Celsius to negative 80 degrees Celsius, or to those of you who use Fahrenheit, negative 22 to negative 112 Fahrenheit. That is the coldest day ever recorded. And in Icewind Dale. My goodness. It is a cold hell. Did you pass your permis test? Nice. Congratulations. Yep. So, you're going to need a lot of ways to keep your 9.5. That was pretty good. Yeah, that place is very cold. Okay. Chat, I'm going to have to leave you guys to the music and to each other for a little bit, because I just realized I was supposed to call somebody 20 minutes ago, and I completely forgot. I will be right back. Okay, I have returned. Unfortunately, did not get a response from said person. Hope everything's alright. Anyway. Yeah, I'm very curious. So, one of you was suggesting a prank. What'd you have in mind? No, I'm genuinely curious. Pretend I'm not even here. Just type GG. Whoa, am I single bread? Coffee, guess what? What? What is it? J to W. J to W. What is it? Go on. You just walked the prank. Oh, shit. Well, while I'm on the prank, might as well swan dive into the ocean. Woo! That was a bad idea. Ugh. Anyway. Oh, my apologies, Kira. I don't know the best way to explain it. Technically... not the nostalgia. What? Okay. Well, if I was, what would you do? If I wasn't, what would you do? Is the chair okay? Oh, the chair's fine. I'm more worried about the desk. I slammed my head right into it. Oh, yeah. Hey, actually, could everybody, as we saw earlier with the bread, I added... Okay, so I see the chat messages on the right side of the screen. Aw, Freya, your birthday was September, lol. Happy birthday. Have an awesome day. Thank you. So I see the messages on the right side of the screen before they actually appear, like, in the stream. So I'm trying not to react to them earlier than everyone else can see them. Oh, wait, I can just close the chat. There we go. No, he's a single mug. Get it? Because there's only one of him. Yep, I am the only coffee mug in the world. Except for maybe second cup. It's kind of funny considering the fact that, like, second cup's whole thing, I think, is just the fact that it's like a second cup of coffee. But yeah, her name kind of ties into the joke surprisingly well for that. Yeah, cough second. Yep, lol. Happy birthday! Thank you. Good vibes. That emoji is so smoosh. Let's see. Okay. Kira, your message was unfortunately, ooh, we got some shades. Was unfortunately censored, so it doesn't appear in the chat, but it was, if you are single, I'd want to get some, but if you are not, then my dreams are broken. Well, I appreciate the fact you'd want to get some at the very least. I'm glad you find me attractive enough to want to get some. Thank you. Well, unfortunately, I am currently extremely sick. So if I gave anything to anyone, they would get a lot more than they came to get, if you know what I mean. Anyway, drinking a cup of tea right now. Hey, I am more of a tea drinker than a coffee drinker. I know, treason of the highest order. But nevertheless. Dude, look at all these, it's so cute. I got this little attachment that causes the emojis to appear, and it's so great. I wouldn't care. Oh, that's what they all say. That's what they all say. They're like, nah, I don't care. And then they're like vomiting and fevering the next day. And it's like, why'd you do this to me? And I'm sitting there like, when am I gonna wake up? My brain failed me. Do you have a cat or no? Well, yes, I had a cat, but he is currently several hundred miles away. I do not have one in my dorm. But, Yeah. Moreo is back in my hometown. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. POV coffee picks tea over coffee. Moreo, yeah. Yeah, Moreo. Mo. Got sick with you. Well, thank you, Kira. I appreciate that. Just jamming out to Persona 5 Scarlet Nexus Genshin Undertale music. Nice. I only know Persona 5 music. Okay. No. We're not going to be talking about controversial opinions right now. Not at the moment. Anyhow, it's the irony for me. The irony? The irony. The irony. Sorry, I don't know what we're talking about. Anyhow. So, while all of you are here, there's a little something. Okay. That hopefully I live long enough to tell each of you. So, as of right now, why is there glass on the screen? Everyone always asks about the fucking glass. See, the thing is, if you go to the description of this stream, there is a link to the tipping page. And because it's my birthday and I'm a greedy fuck, I was like, hey, maybe it wouldn't be the worst thing to be like, if anyone's feeling generous, here's some tipping things. And supposedly, if you leave a tip in that tip jar, then it will plop into that. And then, once it plops into the, it will appear, inside of that glass cup right there. Basically, that glass cup is there to symbolize, it's basically there to symbolize all the donations that have, appeared. OMG, I'm gonna have to spend like 300 on it. Yeah. I haven't spent any money on it, but like his secret second channel was called The Warm Cup of Tea, where he posts the same content with a British accent. Okay, as I've said before, I've always wanted to do a British character, but I'm worried that Apollo would fucking murder me if he heard my British accent. Because it's not very good. But I'm working on it. I had a British D&D character, and then he fucking died. So now I've got a character that can't talk instead. And that's not great for voice acting, unfortunately. 7 out of 10. Yeah, I know that one wasn't very good. Not gonna lie, thought that was for drinks or something. I mean, it could be. You know, glasses are traditionally used for drinks, but unless I can... Coffee here gives me life. Thank you. Well, live then, Julia. Live. Hello. Hello. Welcome to the stream. No, it's gotta be less. It was too unexpected. It's gotta be less. Yeah, that's true. Smash. Ow. Oh, shit. Ow. I comedically hit myself, but then I remembered, I've got a headache. Oh, that was a bad idea. Why? All the things I do for comedy. I need a drink. Ugh. Oh. Oh my god. Ah. Okay, I'm good. That did way more damage to me than I thought. That burp was lame. I could do it louder. Just say, is that a challenge, Lay? Is that a fucking challenge? How about a Russian accent? I think that's what kanji kind of was. Oh my gosh. I'm still kind of congested kanji. Imagine that. Wow, look at all those emojis once. Like,
Good morning. I'm not feeling particularly well, but don't worry. Asahira-sama is going to bring me some medicine and very soon. Cats don't normally get sick, but this one does.
I'm just hesitant to do accents in general, to be perfectly honest, because I'm just very scared people with actual accents are going to hear them and be like, oh, this guy sucks. No, more specifically, I'm scared that they're going to be like, wow, this is what he thinks of us. That's kind of rude. And like, I know no one's going to. People are pretty cool about accents most of the time, but still, it's like fear. Want more emojis? I would watch it. Would watch what? Oh, hey, the music sounds kind of like a cross between Rocket League and Fortnite music. I can imagine. I read that in Ayami's voice. I can totally imagine her saying that. This while studying is chaotic. Oh, well, I can keep it very low and focused if you'd like. ASMR but coffee violently burps and causes the mic. I don't violently. Excuse me. That wasn't even. I didn't even plan that. That just happened. I was going to jokingly burp and then it just actually did. Let's see. Oh, for good God. Wow, look at all those emotes. Do you know any Japanese? Nope. I used to. I was studying it. And then someone in the chat told me I horribly butchered it. And I was like, well, thanks. Now what you said I'm going to think about for the rest of my life and lose all my confidence. And now I haven't tried again. But it's okay. I wasn't particularly great at speaking Japanese anyway. I want to learn a new language. I've, in recent weeks, months, learned a small bit of Spanish, but nothing to hold a conversation. Just some fairly important phrases. But other than that, it's like... fairly basic Spanish, extremely basic Japanese, incredibly basic French, not enough to hold any conversations. Literally, the only French I ever unironically use on a daily basis is when I'm in class and people are walking to the room and I open the door and go, "Après-vous, mon ami?" And that's really it. You should teach yourself how to do sign language. I've thought about that. Never gonna give you up. Oh wait, no, we gotta do this. We gotta do this properly. Gotta do this properly. Okay, wow, we got loading symbols, we got trans flags. I don't know if they're all gonna be able to appear though. My most useful in Spanish, I can't speak a single word. Wow. Hola, ¿cómo está? ¿Estás? I don't know, skulls. Technology will learn. And no free website you can use. I don't know if I'd ever get to use sign language though. I've never run into a circumstance in my life where I've needed to. Okay, anyway. Never, emoji don't recognize, gonna, skull, give, sparkle, use, fencing dude, up, I think that's a zombie, never, sun, gonna, smile, let, really big smile, you, popcorn, down, something I can't recognize, never, what, gonna, heart, run, around, and sparkle, dessert, you, never, gonna, make, you, cry, there you go. That was the best cover you've ever heard. You're fluent in Spanish? Good for you. Good for you. Honestly proud of you. That is more than I'm ever going to be able to do. And maybe some other people in this chat too. ¿Cómo estuvo tu día coffee? Taco Bell. That was so chaotic. Yeah. Anyway, so. I'll let all of you in on a little secret, actually. So what I'm currently in the middle of working on, and hopefully this isn't subject to change, but it could change. I thought that was thunder. A little while ago, actually no, 3 months ago, I posted a poll asking people to pick a class, a magic class from D&D. And Sorcerer ended up winning the poll. I didn't explain what the poll was for. I just said pick a class. That way everyone could be unbiased about it. Sorcerer won by a landslide. But a lot of people were like, no, I wanted to be Druid. So, I was planning on making a little scenario kind of based off of Strixhaven, the module. Where basically you are at a magic academy, sort of like Hogwarts, for instance. With your boyfriend, and you are a sorcerer already. You draw your power from your bloodline. Meanwhile, he is a druid who draws it from nature. And I've already got my circle all figured out. But I was sleeping on the script for 3 months because I didn't know what to do for it. I just had that concept. I was like, what do I do with it? So today, I saw a couple of students from the acting program put on a performance that was like, it was just kind of like a muted sort of dance, and somehow, because inspiration is weird, that immediately gave me an idea for what to do. And the script has nothing to do with dancing at all, like nothing to do with it. So I wrote it during lunch, but the other stuff I'm currently working on. So I'm planning on making more stuff for Niles. Me, Second Cup, and Apollo have all we've recorded our stuff for the second parts of Flirty Vampire Twins. I've got Second Cup stuff. Apollo's still editing his. But Ethan, Ashlyn, and Silas are hopefully going to finally be able to get a sequel. So Niles, Magic Academy, Flirty Vampire Twins, and who else? I posted a Patreon post asking people if there were any characters they missed, and the most voted characters were Niles, Caden, and Rave. Now, I don't really know what to do with Rave, but that doesn't mean I can't continue him. I just don't really know what to do with him for the moment. But that is a predicament that could be easily solved. Druids are people that are able to call upon mostly restorative and healing magic, but sometimes destructive magic as well. But they get it from from nature, like trees, fae, grass, the animal kingdom itself. They can also turn into animals as well. Whenever I say Apollo, I think of the Greek god. Thank you, Bruce Jackson books. Yeah, I used to be the same way. The heal plants isn't even technically incorrect. Because, like, they can. That's part of their duty. Well, depending on which druid circle you pick. Actually, you know what? You know what? You know what would be a much better way of describing what a druid is? The actual player handbook itself. Here we are. Dungeons & Dragons Player's Handbook 5th edition. So, Druids revere nature above all, gaining their spells and other magical powers either from the force of nature itself or from a nature deity. Many Druids pursue oh my god, excuse me, mystic spirituality of transcendent union with nature rather than devotion to a divine entity, while others serve gods of wild nature, animals, or elemental forces. The ancient Druid traditions are sometimes called Old Faith, in contrast to the worship of gods in temples or shrines. There you go. Do you think we get another audio for Sweet Yandere? I don't know, maybe. See, the thing is, you know, I'm already working on 4, so trying to fit in 5th. Are you making fun of the way I said it? Did I say it weirdly? I wasn't even really paying attention to how I was talking. Anyway, you know, I'm already working on 4 different audios, so squeezing in more for Sweet Yandere, oh, maybe. See, the big thing is that, so when it comes to sequel scripts, sometimes they're a little hard to write, mainly because when you write sequels to previously established scripts, they actually tend to get, like, less attention. And I know it's not all about the views, obviously it's not, but that being said, you know, you put a lot of time and effort into something, it's, especially if you're not being paid for it, it's reasonable to want to see it at least do well, even if you are being paid for it. Hey, Rainbow Hearts. Writing sequels is already a little tricky like that, but at the same time, sometimes you do want to add more to a series. But then there's also just the whole idea of, okay, how can I take the first audio, or, you know, what was in the first one, and expand upon it and make it better? But that's kind of like the storyteller within me talking, because I know at the end of the day, if a sequel audio was probably the exact same thing, like, let's say the first one is, like, cuddling in bed, and then the second one was cuddling in bed together again, but with some different dialogue, I don't think anyone would be sitting here like, wow, you did the same thing again. I think they'd probably, because I remember before I did this channel, That's kind of what I wanted, actually, as a listener. I was like, I don't care if it's the same thing. I just want to spend more time with this person. But the creator in me is like, no, don't do the same thing again. I don't want to do the same thing again. See, usually whatever I write is usually just whatever is interesting me that week or that month. And whenever I write it, I want to make sure it's good. Like, I never want to get to the point where I pump out audios just to fill a quota, if that makes any sense. You know, I want to make sure that everything I upload is of quality content. I want to make sure it's got love poured into it. Like, I never want to just upload something that's just there to, like, fulfill a statistic, because it's like, what is going on? Sorry, my computer started loading something. That's just too many words to just basically explain. I can't promise a sequel or a subject to something. It all comes down to, like, if I'm not in the mood to write it, or if I'm not feeling inspired to write it, I'm not going to. Because if I do, it's going to suck. Because I'm not really going to be into it. That's not to say I don't want to make a sequel to, like, you know, the Sweet Yandere or Social Comfort or anything like that. You know, it's nothing like that. It's just more so my heart's not in it at the moment. If it's like, I mean, some people want me to make Comfort for Social Dysphoria, but personally I'm kind of more in the mood to write Nowza stuff. I'm going to focus on Nowza stuff, because if I wrote the Social Dysphoria right now, it'd be very bad. But maybe like a couple weeks from now, I'll be like, yeah, you know what? I could really use some comfort for it this week, and I feel like other people could too. So, yeah, I hope that makes sense. That was kind of one big ramble, but that's basically one of the dispositions of being a content creator. Or at least, if you want to make good stuff. And, like, bottom line, I could just find some scripts online, but, and I'm sure there was one other person in the chat that can attest to this, the problem with finding scripts online is because only 5% of the people that listen to them actually read the description and realize that you got it online and credited the person. You get so many people like, you stole this person's audio. You get people like, you copied this person's audio. You get people like, make another one of these. And they don't realize that it's not yours. Even though it's in the thumbnail, it's in the description, it's in the comments, it's in the actual video itself. And, like, that probably doesn't sound too bad. Well, imagine, you know, you spend all that time voice acting something, and then you edit it, you make it sound really good, and then you upload it, and you get a comment going like, you plagiarized this, or like, can you please make a part 2? It kind of feels like they just completely ignored all the work you put into it just to ask you to do something that they should know you can't do. Because you went really extra miles to make sure they knew. Blah. But yeah, I might make a Sweet Yandere sequel at some point. If, you know, excuse me. If I'm ever in the mood to, which I'm sure I will at some point. And yeah, Social Dysphoria Comfort, absolutely. The reason why I don't make a lot of comforts for, like, certain dysphorias is because I just feel like, contrary to usual belief, I'm not well versed in, like, social economics. That's probably not the right word. Social society, whatever. And I'm not I'm not a therapist, and I'm not, like, anything like that. I don't want to just throw around, like, the generic word, but basically, I'm somebody who doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. I'm just a dude with a mic who talks. So, people seem to be under the impression that, you know, if you do ASMR comfort videos, that you're automatically really good at talking about the subject. You can be, but it doesn't go hand in hand. So as a result, I'm like a couple of people have asked me in the past to make comfort for, like suicide comfort. They've wanted me to make an audio where I find them about to, like about to jump off a building and to talk them down, or a video where I find their scars. And I've stated in the past I'm not comfortable doing that because I not only don't feel comfortable talking about that kind of subject matter, but I am highly unqualified. Like, if you need somebody to help you through that, don't consult some random guy on the internet, because I definitely am not the right person to go to for it. And it's kind of the same thing with other things. It's like, it's not to say I don't want to help, because I would love to be able to offer words of advice to be able to help people through their social dysphoria or gender dysphoria. That's a very highly requested one for me, and I really wish I could help people through that, but I don't know how. I don't know how. I gotta write the scripts before I voice them, and I don't know. I want to help, but I don't want to make it worse, because, it's really, really easy to say the wrong thing and make it so much worse for anyone going through that. So, yeah. And, all that coupled with the fact that I'm also attending my post-secondary education while also pursuing this at the same time, so it's a bit hard to balance both those out. I've gotten people before like, you could do some research. I'm like, do you think I have time to do research? I can barely write a script every week. I try to make every script at least 20 minutes long. But granted, that's a self-inflicted goal. Anyway. Okay. Wow, what did I miss? Hearts, yeah. Oh, okay. Egg. Please make more comfort items for social dysphoria. I have the best question I can think of. Did you get to ask that question, Husko? It doesn't look like you did. Let me see through the chat. Yeah, no one was censored. The one meeting your online boyfriend in person for the first time was so heartwarming. I'm glad you liked that one. Yeah, that was, I wrote that one, and, my sister also sort of helped me write it because, she's been there before, meeting her online partner for the first time, and so overall, some of that was very authentic dialogue, and I was pretty happy with how it turned out. Although, I do have some regrets about adding the line where I'm going over the list of things that I wanted to do, while we were together, and one of the lines happened to be, like, maybe one day we'll have sex, because I just thought to myself, like, that's the thing couples do sometimes, Like, sex is a natural part of a relationship, and it was kind of more meant to be there as, like, your boyfriend is clearly comfortable talking with you about it, That's a sign of a healthy relationship and trust. Oh my god, I shouldn't have added it, because I got so many comments from people like, whoa, where did that come from? I've learned that apparently I'm more comfortable talking about sex than some other viewers are, and that's understandable. But yeah, overall, whenever things like that happen, it always makes me think of that Ruby Chibi meme of Ruby going like, you just don't understand my vision! Because it's so true. It's like the artist just going like, you don't understand my vision. Anyway. Greedy was really sweet. Oh, I'm glad you thought it was really sweet. Yeah. One of the many issues of making content, people giving you crap for stuff like that, even if it's not actually Yeah, every single public script I've ever used was just that. A public script. And, the public scripts are up there for anyone to use. In fact, a lot of them are safe to be monetized, and the only thing they ask is just credit me. And that's what we do as content creators, We give them credits. But other people are still like, you stole this. Anyway, make a part 2 anyway. Maybe I should mute my mic when I do this. I'm assuming you guys don't want to hear this. And I am back. Also, I forgot to say hello, Rose. Hello. Now it's here. You forgot your question. Okay. Thing just came back from the university at parents' house. Well, my apologies for doing what I do and talking. Don't worry, though. Hey, worst comes to worse. You know, if people hear this, this here little podcast stream, and they basically, and they basically go like, whoa, what are you listening to? And you can just very easily be like, bro, he doesn't normally talk about stuff like this. I wasn't expecting that either. I'm going to close this right now. Bam, it's not your fault. But fine, I'll keep it PG for like 5 minutes. Alright. Bro, that sucks. Forgot question is gone again. Purple ducks are trying the sneakiest of ducks. They are. They truly are. As a trans man, that's incredibly understandable. The fact that you did try my content the rest means a lot. Thank you, Nickelodeon. Like, don't get me wrong. I do definitely plan. I was thinking, because I haven't made an audio in a little while, but I was definitely planning on, my next hour is probably going to be like an M4M, M4F like usual, but I am planning on making another audio for the trans listeners very soon, because I haven't made one in a little while. I think the most recent one was the Happy Anniversary remaster, which I was planning on remastering a couple of my other Patreon audios for all my trans viewers as well, because, when I remastered, and don't worry, I'll keep it PG, when I remastered Happy Anniversary, I got a lot of comments like, oh wow, I don't normally see content like this for a trans listener, so I really appreciate this. And I thought, oh really, it's not that common? Dang, well, I've been meaning to remaster all of my Patreon audios for a while. Might as well start with these. Happy Anniversary was widely regarded by a lot of people as generally the best one, because it had a lot of stuff. It had like mutual love and trust and understanding and healthy relationship, and it was intimate. And as a result, I thought that would be a good one to do a remaster of. Also learned a few things as well. For all 4 versions. Actually, fun fact. Oh, I think it was his birthday. It was. 21st was my birthday. Oh, is it really? Any content for us? It's a literal gold mine. Alright, fair enough. 1 hour. Oh, yeah, we're at the 1 hour mark. Oh my gosh. Yep, 5 minutes. It's okay. It's not gonna be that long, maybe. But anyhow. AK, if it's just me or coffee in the mug on the screen is... What? If it's just me or the coffee in the mug on the screen is moving or not. Oh, well, the actual coffee mug banner isn't moving. Like, it's standing perfectly still. But there are some little animations on the top and bottom of the screen. Hello, Coffee Late Birthday. Hello. So, it's very hard to find content. Okay. Well, yeah, I do make a lot of, like... MNF content, because that's kind of, I think, the most common viewers that I get on YouTube. But yeah, on the topic of that, I don't know if you remember, but a very, very long time ago, I made a video about Robin, the host, who is visiting a host club and finding out that that your crush works at the host club. And basically, there were 5 versions of that. There was a male for female one, a male for male one, a male for trans male one, a male for trans female one, and a male for non-binary one. And while a lot of people really appreciated that, I also got a couple of people going like, that was really excessive, dude. Why'd you, like... appreciated, but why'd you feel the need to post 5 versions? Well, I'll tell you why. It kind of happened during writing the script, where it was originally just going to be like male version and female version. But then, as I was writing the script, there was one bit where I wrote down, of course, master, and then I did / my lady for the female version. But I was looking at that and I'm like, wait, what if I have some trans listeners listening who want to be addressed with their proper pronouns but want to be called like master instead, or my lady instead? And what about the non-binaries as well, who, you know, they may not like either of those terms? And I was just sitting there like, what should I do? Fuck it, 5 versions with each one with their own unique set of pronouns. And like, I'm probably never going to do that again, just because it took like 2 days to edit them all. But I look back on those videos with pride, because I'm like, you know what? I think it paid off. You know, everyone got their own version. Everyone was happy. And it also helped me figure out basically how my audience is divided, actually. Well, as in, like, roughly the ratio out of the 20,000 of you, that there are. 5 versions all in. Hello, love you. Well, thank you. Nadias? Whichever one works. Find it interesting that the M for M gets more views than the M for F. Well, that's because I have more dudes subscribed to my channel than I have more girls. That's just how it is. That is also how the algorithm wave decided to deem it. Oh yeah, maybe I'm just tired of pep rally at school. It's so overwhelming. We don't have pep rallies, I don't think. I have a different question. Why are you so damn cute, huh? I don't know, because cute is very subjective. So you may think I'm cute. I've looked in mirrors. Like, you haven't seen me in the morning. I looked in mirrors before and been like, oh my god, why do people tolerate you? Yeah, especially in the past few days. Like, dude, bedhead with droopy eyes, nightmarish. Although, a good friend of mine once quoted someone else, which was basically, if you ever look in a mirror and you look at yourself and you think, wow, I don't like the way I look, or wow, I don't look very good. Well, everyone's got a type, you know? Some people like people with red hair, for instance. Some people like muscular people. Some people like shorter people. Some people like people with big cheeks. Some people like people who can run wind sprints. You know, just lots of stuff. And maybe you're just not your own type, you know? Like, forget how you look for a second and just imagine if you met somebody else who just happened to look exactly the way you do. And I just contradicted myself, but let's move on. Maybe you just wouldn't be attracted to that person because maybe you're just not your own type, because you can't help how you look exactly. You were just born with genes that you can't really control. So maybe the next time you look at yourself and think you don't look very good, remind yourself that to somebody else, you are probably their type, and maybe you're just not your own type. Which is a little, like, it sounds kind of silly, but at the same time, they do kind of have a point. But anyhow, oh, I didn't realize Quack laughed. No, bye, Quack. Oh well. Anyhow, you don't have to do that again, but it was amazing to see other versions. Generally appreciated. Of course. Well, I try to do what I can. Ultimate flex, TBH. Wait, about what I said earlier about the 5 versions. Because to be totally honest, maybe it was a bit of a flex. Coffee pulls everyone. Oh. Ah, damn it. I was gonna start singing We All Live Together, but there's no line with pull. I was literally thinking pull to keep the dark from flowing. Then I'm like, or from coming. Then I'm like, no, wait, it's push. It's push. We're not bringing the darkness to us. Wow. It's like when you get to school and someone says you look really nice. You're like, ha, I don't ever wake up like this. Oh my gosh. Dude. That reminds me of one of the last parties I went to before COVID hit was when I worked at Boston Pizza, and one of my managers was a huge smartass, like in a good way. You know, he was a good guy, but he'd crack a lot of jokes. There's a joke he said I'd really like to relay, but I would definitely get banned on stream. It's not offensive, it's just very NSFW. But it made me laugh. But basically, overall, you know, very smart ass dude, and he kept morale up during the workday. And we did Secret Santa, which was delayed until January for reasons I can't remember, because that was like 4 years ago, 3 years ago. 3 years ago? 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Wait, yeah, because 2020. 2 years and 8 months. Wow, it's been a while. But anyway, and for Secret Santa, somebody got him a shirt that, it was a shirt that said, when I woke up this morning, I had every intention of looking this sexy. But hey, shit happens. And you know what he did? He took his shirt off, put that shirt on in the staff lounge, sat down on a chair, one leg over the knee, both his arms out, pointing at the shirt, and posed for anyone to take a photo. It was freaking great. Respect. Anyway, just really like people like you. Well, I guess people like me are your type then. People like me are a dime a dozen, man, you know? People that talk way too much for their own good, who, very deep inside, are incredibly anxious people who don't know what the fuck they're doing. But you know what? We're all anxious people that don't know what the fuck we're doing. So hey, shit happens. Coffee, finally drew a hand without a sketch. Always says but deleted for no reason, scared of saying something wrong. You don't need to be scared of saying something wrong. But nice, you finally drew a hand without reference. Dude, that is an achievement. Like, oh, yeah, I guess I didn't mention. I'm working on another big project as well, alongside a bunch of other voice actors, actually. And I've had to draw all the art for it, and I'm not an experienced artist. I'm self-taught. I'm still a bit of an amateur. A lot of my stuff is very cartoonish and basic, but it's coming along. Slowly, but it's coming along. But I was drawing some hands, and it just kept, like, you know, it was hard to draw fingers, you know? They were too fat, they were too skinny, they were too flaccid, they were too short, and it was just blah. There, Rose, there, I still love you. And at one point, I just decided, fuck it. And all of the characters don't have fingers. They basically have, like, paws or mitten hands, and I don't care. It's all stylized. Yep, just draw mittens. Overall, it's like, it's just totally stylized. It's the same reason why I started doing chibi art, because I realized I can't really do really complex anime, but simplistic chibi style is surprisingly easy for me. Well, not easy, but a little more natural. So, yeah. Just wondering, who do you think is the hottest anime character? Oh, boy. Off the top of my head. Oh, boy. There are a lot of options. Anime is home to a lot of eye candy. I gotta keep this PG, so I can't pick characters that are, like, intentionally hot, if you know what I mean. So... Nubs. That's a funny way of looking at it. I actually really like your art style. It looks oddly wholesome and comforting like cartoons. Thank you! That's actually incredibly reassuring to hear. I wasn't sure how the chibi arts looked. Kiyosoma, duh. Yeah, I figured you were gonna say something like that. Yeah, I was gonna say Rin, but I was like, I don't know. Rin's pretty hot, but can we go a step further? I also don't remember Rin's last name. That's why I'm not saying her last name. Gilgamesh from Fate and Dazi from Bungo Stray Dogs. Damn it, I don't actually recognize either of those two. I'm sorry. I haven't watched all that much anime. What if I open my Pinterest? Well, okay. Well, there is that one, but that one's kind of a no-brainer. That's like the go-to option. Whatever. I'll say it anyway. I think Makoto Nijima's pretty hot. Definitely very hot. Iragama Gori from Kill la Kill. I've tried to get, like, so many people. Like, I haven't gotten to watch that show with very many people because it's very, you know, it's very niche and definitely, well, but overall, last name was also some, I didn't want to say it. For some reason I was thinking Kisaragi, but that's Blaze Blue. Who the fuck is Rin Kisaragi? Anyway, good night, Husko. Goodbye. Toshaka? Toshka? I can't read that one. Oh, good night, puppy paws. Go to bed. Have people stare at me because I'm emo and it's just annoying. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Damn. So, yeah, 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 I don't know the best way to say this. But, there are certain anime characters that, putting it lightly, would definitely not mind being dominated by for a little bit. That'd be kind of cool. 2B's not an anime character, damn it. I can't pick 2B. Oh well. It was worth an attempt. I'm assuming we're going with happy birthday. Oh, thank you, Stardust. Hot video game characters, Mario. Well, I'm sure some people find Mario hot. Snake from Metal Gear Solid is hot. I've always liked Snake's hair, yeah. He's always got good hair. Hell, even Venom Snake had good hair, even though... Majima Yakuza 0. Aw, dude. Yeah. One of my friends, while he is very straight, is always like, Majima's the hottest man I've ever met. And if anyone says otherwise, I will fight them. Yeah. Fall birthdays are so cool. I like the fall. I definitely hope that, the colors change soon. Hey, tomorrow since day one? Well, it's not for everyone. Yeah, if we're talking about video game characters, I can definitely upvote 2B. Even if she is an android. But you know what? We can love androids. We can love androids. Sentient androids. Lewis for Code Vein. Goro, you can't say that because that's implying he's the only hot one from Code Vein. Anyone who breathes in Code Vein is hot. Like, everyone. Even some of the enemies are hot. But so many of, like, just the characters in Code Vein are just hot. Author-chan just fell asleep, so when I wake up to hear. Oh, we're talking about characters from anime or video games that are hot. Prefer winter. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to the winter here. Nothing against the winter, it's just the fact that where I currently live, snow piles up to like 10 feet and it gets like -30. It's very cold. Now, I know, some people who live in much worse conditions are going to be like, -30, I eat that shit for breakfast. But to anyone who doesn't deal with that, you'll understand. You'll understand. Super Smash Bros. Sounds like name of suggested videos. You know, it does. It really does. But, you know, it's a fighting game. It's a Nintendo fighting game. And Link was always my MC, and then they ruined him. And I played Joker, but he was way too close range, and I just stopped playing. That and my sister took my Switch, so I can't play it. Only Dispatch, it's super cold already. Yep, it escalated very, very quickly. Petition for him to start an Android character. Oh my god! Why didn't I think of that? I always thought of making an Android character. No? Nope, too late. I'm already thinking of it. Now you're making the period comfort ones. Just love one to watch. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad they helped. Genshin characters. Ah, yes. Many of the Genshin characters are very hot as well. I remember when I decided to try Genshin Impact. I didn't get incredibly far in it, but I remember you know, giving it a shot, and I was like, okay, seen a lot of people simping for a lot of the characters in this game, but oh, I'm still sorry. Sorry, this is one of my favorite songs from Artlist. Any audio I've used this song in, link is in the description. It's My Passion Part 3 was one of them. Oh my god, that clusterfuck of a video. But anyway. So, yeah. Was sitting, playing Genshin for the first time, going through the tutorial, and I'm like, I see a lot of people simping for a lot of characters in this game. Out of defiance, I'm not gonna simp for anyone. Then I met Amber and was immediately like, okay, I give up. I did not last very long. Literally first companion I met. And I was like, oh, of course they made her cute. Alright, never mind. Definitely not used to Canadian winters. As someone that walks to classes every day, it's horrifying sometimes. Dude, I walk to classes too. And yeah, let me tell you, sometimes you gotta climb to class. Like, oh my gosh. God, freezing temps kill me, especially because Android character would be so cool. Yeah, maybe. I'll need to obviously think of a, setting, because there's like the Nier Automata type settings when you're in like an apocalypse, or the Detroit Become Human settings, where it's just part of an everyday society. Don't find anything animated hot enough for real people, and even then only men. Yeah, well, not everyone finds, animated people hot. To be perfectly honest, it's probably not the worst thing to not be attracted to animated characters, because you're setting yourself up for disappointment because they're not technically real. But that being said, I can look at an animated character and be like, yeah, but I wish they were real. So much. You have appeared somehow. Welcome, username that I cannot recognize. I am still living in the subtropical heck hole. Otherwise known as Florida, yep. Subtropical heck hole. Don't find anything anime. Oh, I know, I already read that. Have appeared somehow. ESP did a dorky with the what? What? Utome? How do you pronounce that? Oh, Amber, so yeah. Well, skateboard almost got a concussion today. Wow. I was not expecting that. Concussions are pretty nasty, yeah. I've gotten close to getting one before, but thankfully I was lucky. You're currently okay. Well, I would say wear a helmet, but you probably already know that. Obviously, I can't tell you. I don't skateboard, so I can't tell you anything you probably don't already know. Do not like it at all. Yeah, well. Sorry to hear that. Fine. Okay. No, for real. Sorry, original characters. This I can't stop me because I can't read. It reminds me of that. I don't know if any of you are subscribed to Voice Quills, but one of my favorite voiceovers that she's done was like, sorry, I would like your post, but I can't fucking read. Anyway. Simping for fictional characters, the universal coping mechanism for being lonely. Yep. Preach. Alright. To anyone who has said they have never simped for a fictional character, I gotta ask, why are you subscribed to this channel then? I really gotta ask. Okay, but yes, on the topic of Riki from Skate the Infinity. No, dude. I have gotten so many comments about, like, you sound like this person, or you sound like this person, and I decided to take it upon myself to write them all down. People always, why does pineapple on pizza always get talked about? It's fine. Pineapple on pizza is fine. End of story. I don't like it personally, but if other people like it, that's fine. And for some reason, everyone always brings it up in every stream. Like, every goddamn stream. Okay, here we go. So check this out. Apparently I sound like Riki from Skate the Infinity, James A. Janice from Dead Meat, I don't hear that one. Blue from Overly Sarcastic Productions, I do hear that one. Lexi from MK, The Odd Ones Out, Lee from Kissing Booth, Chugga Conroy, Riki Cayenne, Kirishima, Kenzuke, BBH, Kaminari, Bad Boy Halo, Ike, Alistair from Hell of a Boss, and Bang Chan. Those are all of the different ones I've gotten. Apparently I sound like all those people. Literally, this goes to falling asleep again. We don't want to miss more of the stream. Oh, it's okay, Author Chan. Definitely probably going to be doing another stream at some point because I want to play Stray. I promised one of my friends I would play Stray since they got it for me for my birthday. That's a lot of A's. So there will be another stream. You probably won't be missing much. Definitely not as late at night, though. Well, I say late at night. For some of you, it's probably perfectly fine. But for me, it's not incredibly late. Anyway. Anyways, have to go to bed. Alright, good night, Goro. Laters. Yep. Barely like pineapple. I don't really like pineapple, but happy birthday. Thank you, fanboy. Now here's where you lost me. Milk or Zero first is also an annoying discussion. Yeah, people always bring it up. Lexi and Bad Boy Halo, I hear it. Okay. Yeah, I do have a voice modifier for Alistair from Hell of a Boss. I haven't seen it. Hell of a Boss. Well, I did watch Hazbin Hotel. I didn't really like it, but I don't think it's it's not bad. It's just not my cup of tea. Offensive humor is not really my thing. There are exceptions, but, you know, if you like Hell of a Boss or Hazbin Hotel, that's perfectly fine. I still think it is a damn good show. It's just not my cup of tea. But overall, I did like Alistair, though. I thought he was a really damn cool villain. Joe Conroy is one that baffles me the most. Yeah, I don't really hear it either. Do you sound like all of them? Well, okay. There's Pink Pineapple. Happy birthday. Thank you, Scary Toad. Thank you. Sound like one of those characters that give good vibes. I certainly hope I do. I'm dedicated to making a channel, or I make a channel dedicated to playing characters that give good vibes, so I really hope so. A little chunk out of 170 said nothing like either of them. Yeah, well, that's what I was wondering. Goodbye, phone is dying. Good night. Bye. The voice moderator. Kavi's Radio Rebel arc. Good night, Author Chan. Humor subjective. Shoot myself in the foot. Mine is absolute crap. Damn. Yeah, that was a shotgun blast right to the foot. Don't saw me that act like the angel Dust and Moxie. Jokingly said these things. I almost said those are the exact opposite personalities. I did like Moxie. I thought Moxie was pretty funny. Excuse me. I may or may not have stolen Moxie's comeback line to whenever, like, you know, obviously it really depends on, like, whoever you're talking to, because then there are the people who will actually genuinely take you up on the offer, and you gotta get out of Dodge real fast. But I've stolen Moxie's, go fuck yourself, only if you watch me. Because it causes other people to be like, what? Oh my god. And let me tell you, if you get people to immediately get into the state of, whoa, what? They can no longer insult you. If you confuse them or baffle them or shock them, they lose their train of thought. And it's pretty great. Unrelated, but he's so cute when he speed reads. I am? I'll speed read then. What can I speed read? Oh! The Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition player handbook. How about I read it then? Hello, Coffee Mug. Thank you for enjoying the stream. Questions, Instagram worth it? Depends on how you use Instagram. Me, personally, I only use Instagram for personal things. I only follow people that I actually personally know, and I don't actually do any kind of branding on it, and I think it's fine. You know, I like using it, but as far as, like, if you want to try starting, say, for instance, a business on Instagram, I don't know. I've never tried it myself. I might be the wrong person to use, although a couple other people do say that Instagram businesses do actually work out, so it might not actually be the bad idea. Eating tacos. I want some tacos. Can I have some tacos? Fan Instagram pacer test? Yeah, of course. Of course. You know, people asked me to do that one back when I did the original line request, and I did do that one in the original line request, and I didn't realize it was a joke back then. I didn't realize it was like an actual bit. I just did it because I remember doing it back in high school, and I didn't like the Instagram pacer test. But anyway, I did the Instagram pacer test both back in high school and for the actual like first line request. And people thought it was funny, but then they kept asking me to do it over and over again. I had to actually literally block it from my comment box because people kept requesting it. And I was like, oh my gosh, please stop. Anyway, Arm Yourself for Adventure. The player's handbook is an essential reference for every Dungeons & Dragons role player. Contains the rules for the character creation, advancement, background, and skills, exploration, combat, equipment, spells, and much more. Used to create exciting characters from among the Dungeons & Dragons immerses you in the world of adventure, exploring to roads and deadly dungeons, battle monsters, searching for legendary treasures, getting experience and powers, drag across the entire lands with companions, the world meets heroes when we answer the call. And that's all the time we have time for tonight. Anyway, is Instagram worth it? Maybe. Could be. Possibly. Yeah, spent a lot of time on Instagram, so... He has Dungeons & Dragons on hand, the neuroscience coming out. Oh, I was reading it earlier. Somebody asked me to define a druid, so I grabbed the book, and now it's just kind of sitting behind me. Sup, Home Slices. Hello, Indecisive Audio. Hello. Can't get it, was curious, so... Y'all be doing the facer test, I'm doing the push-up test. Imagine doing both. It's quite crazy. Cov, this isn't an auction. I know. But one of the most useless skills I have is the ability to talk really fast. It is a useless skill I possess. D&D is indeed something that's quite fun. Indeed. 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 Sold to Lady in the Red. Sold to Lady in the Red Hat. Congratulations on the red hat that you just got. Oh, wait, you already have it. Why did you take it off the stand? That's kind of, you know what, that's treason. I'm going to have to ask the guards to arrest you right now. Put it back on the podium. We're going to do another round. Are good coffee? Yes. Honestly, this actually feels great. I wasn't able to talk like that a few days ago because I had daggers in my throat, but now I can talk again. Holy shit. Gradually getting better. What? Anyway. OMG, Lamau, Jelly, do a lot more to be able to speed reads and still be understood. Oh, trust me. It's a fun skill to pull to make people laugh, but it's not amazing. No. See, the problem is I'm talking faster than I'm thinking. So my mouth is running and I can't even keep up with what I'm saying. So I can't really auction exactly. Because I can't, like, actually unironically explain things to people while I'm talking that fast. Funnily enough, the case of the recently played as a bard. Druid. Yeah, that's true. Autistic brain can keep up with the speed talking. That's okay. Honestly, that's fine. Very few people can keep up with the speed talking, and that's kind of the point. It's supposed to just overwhelm people. You say words and they go to the point. Exactly. Slay. Alright. I gotta run to the washroom. So I will be right back. Duck. Yeah, make it rain ducks. Make it rain ducks. Wait. I wonder, can I turn the emote thing? Wait, I've got an idea. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Duck emote. Okay. Emote duration on screen. Is there a way to make the emotes explode? Okay, that's not bad. What does bounce do? Give us some emotes, guys. Give us some emotes. I just set it to bounce. What does bounce do? Does it cause them to, like, fall out of the sky? Where are the ducks? I don't see them. Where are the ducks? Whoa, there are the ducks. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a little... Oh, a lot of them are being held for review because it's considered spam. Oh shit. Oh my god. So many of them are being held for review and things. Oh wow. Ah, it's a duck explosion. Whoa. Alright. Okay. What does zoom do? Let's see what zoom ducks do. Alright, careful. Okay. Careful not to send too many because your comment may be held for review. The ducks are in your walls. Hi, Explorer. Thanks for joining. Whoa. Crabs? Okay, no. I like Bubble. I think Bubble's my personal favorite. What does Blur do? Alright, last one. Nope, that's also kind of lame. Alright, Bubble it is. Show emotes when 5 that emote were posted within 10 seconds. Emote combo duration. Oh. Oh. Alright, everyone. Let's see some emotes. Because apparently... Yeah, alright, crabs. Lots of crabs. Just don't get too carried away, because you might get held for review. You feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? We're not feeling it yet, but we wanna. We wanna feel it. Now we need crabs. Come on, combo mode. You gonna work? Maybe it's like taking a second to register. What if I put in crab? Crab. Oh, I literally typed in the word crab. Whoops. Is it not working? Do you know the Muffin Man? I do know the Muffin Man. Show emotes when 5 of that emote were posted within 60 seconds. Damn. Combo mode, you failed us. Oh well. I'll set it to show all. Well, here they come. Hi, I'm a warm coffee mug, and welcome to the channel. This is my channel trailer music. I forgot what it's called. Oh yeah, definitely one of the updates I'm gonna add to this banner is when music comes on, I'll have a little thing in the bottom saying the name of the song and the artist, because I just realized I never did that. I really should. Yeah, here they come. There's a really good edit. Bully Maguire eating the gingerbread man. People find a lot of ways to edit Bully Maguire to do stuff. Here they come. Anticlimactic. Yeah, well, combo mode let us down. I'm sorry, you know. One of these days, I need to put an age restriction on these streams so that no one under the age of 18 can watch. And then I can just say whatever stuff I want without having to censor myself. Because I can be wholesome when I need to be, but then at other times, I'm not. And that's just how it be. Alright, I see everyone's having fun with the emotes. Anyhow, so I think what's probably gonna end up happening within the next few days is I'm gonna try to edit the Flirty Vampire Twins audio, and that's gonna take a while because that's 2 different audios I gotta edit together, as well as sound effects and music, but hope everyone likes that. Hope everyone likes it, because I think it's very sweet. I also redesigned the thumbnail to update it and make it more chibi-ish. Then after that, probably either Niles' script or maybe the Mage Academy one. It's also a new character as well. Oh, actually, that reminds me. So there was a little thing I was working on. Hey, it's Ellie. Welcome back. There was a little thing I was working on. I was gonna cause all of you to go into ghost mode for a second. Don't worry about that. There we go. Okay. Those 2 are definitely fruity. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Little thing I was working on. At the end of the year, or my birthday, but then I was sick and completely forgot, so I guess that idea is completely scrapped. But I was putting together a little banner for each of the, you know, characters that I have, you know, played over the year. And last year, it looked like this, you know, which was, you know, pretty small. Well, it's a good amount of characters. You know, we got Rave, we got Drunk Coffee, but, you know, still, you know, a sizable amount of people. Still a respectable amount of space. But for this year... Oh boy. So it's still being made, so I haven't finished it yet. But, yeah. It's a little crowded. So, I'm genuinely curious. Can anyone name all of the characters here? Guarantee you can't, because there is one character on this list, or on this image. POV walking to class late. But, there's one character in this image that hasn't gotten an audio yet, but working on that. Well, how many do you recognize? I'm just very curious, you know? How many of you are real fan? I'm kidding, it's fine. If you don't recognize too many of these characters, it's okay. What if I can make it fit to window size? That didn't help. Trying to make it so that like all the artsy stuff is not really in the way. Don't think I can. Oh no, I can shrink these. Let's see. Well, obviously you cannot. That's not true, Rose. You can actually probably name one of these characters because I used one of them for D&D. Well, okay, I didn't use him, but he does share voice. See, Bonnie and Aaron. Okay, yeah. Crap, where'd my color picker go? There we go. Yep, we got... God damn it. There we go. Got a little Bonbon right here. Little Bonnie. Yep. And we got Aaron, of course. Right here. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't for D&D. I used one for, Heart. Yeah, you got it! You recognized Heart. Nice job. Anyhow, so, don't do this. Horrible with names and faces. It's okay, it's okay. If you don't want to actually answer it, don't feel pressured to. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just genuinely curious. So. Oh, let me see if there are any comments in the, okay. Oh, wow, okay. Play smart, you've got quite a few, let's see. Mitch. Yep. Mitch right here. Whoops, that's a bit too big. Mitch, okay. Bonnie. Yep, there's Bonnie. Hunter. Yep, there's Hunter right there. Vampire Coffee. Vampire Coffee. Yep, right there. Rave. Okay, I need to turn these down a little bit. Yep. Rave wedged right here. Neko Coffees. Yep. Tsundere Neko right there. Shy Neko right there. Aaron. Yep. Aaron's right here. Yandere. So Yandere Coffee actually has a name. His name is Ian. But yeah. Kanji, well, obviously you'd recognize Kanji. You had a hand in his creation. Kennedy, yes. Kennedy Lion. And the others, you know, we forgot the names. Okay, that's pretty good, though. That's quite a few. Who else have we already recognized? No, I think that is everyone that's currently been named. Okay. Yeah, I was just flying by. Looks so derpy. Rave is such a cute... I can't even read half of these because it's like blending. Alright. I wonder if I can like shuffle this kind of. There we go. So just a little Minecraft skin hands. Yeah, well, like I said, just decided I'm done with fingers. There we go. That's a little better. Alright. Back in Can't open the monster. Oh no! Alright. Play some more good memory. One is heart, But like, hell if I know who it specifically is. God, what software are you using for this stream screen right now? It is OBS. Very reliable software. Ah, shit. Sore throat's starting to come back. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna last. Alright. So. Is that all we got? Just want to make sure. Don't recognize all these other characters. Then maybe partial me. Maybe I didn't do a good enough job drawing them, but may also be no, it's not really negative. But maybe more specifically, you know, everyone's got a mental image of how they imagine the character look. Like I imagine one person picturing Silas may imagine Silas as, let's say, I don't know, blonde, for instance. Silas, in my headcanon, isn't, but obviously these are your fantasy characters, so they can look however you want them to. Alright, well, obviously I can name all of them, but that's cheating. Use another monster tab to open it, okay. It was time for fingers, exactly. Drawing fingers takes too long. Alright. So, from left to right, we got this right here. That's drunk coffee. Way in the back, that's heart. Then right here, we got vampire coffee. Fanfiction's whatever you make it. Words to live by. This right here is Adrian from Answer the Call. Then this is Caden. You'd only know Caden if you were on the Patreon. He is the rival assassin. Hunter from Simple Pleasures. Woo! Rowan from The Mute Prince or Princess. Nathan from Night Running. Silas from Flirty Vampire Twins. Hearts in the Back. Ian, the Yandere. Niles from the Incubus. One waking up with an incubus on top of you. Tsundere Neko Coffee, who is comedically covered by the wing. Bonnie from It's My Passion. Kanji from My Shoujo Academia. Robin from Your Crush Works at a Host Club. Mitch from Lonely Dairy Dairy Summons You. Wish I could sit on the ceiling. Me too. Actually, no, I'd get a head rush. Never mind. Aaron from Befriending the Emo Kid. Rave from the Rave series. Kennedy Lion from The Idol Boyfriend. And Shy Neko Coffee. There were a couple of other characters as well that, you know, have appeared in, like, other audios and such. But, you know, that one, those minor characters I didn't really draw up. Especially ones that haven't really been name dropped. Because, you know, some of them you don't really need to name drop. And some of them are kind of more just up for however the listener needs them to be. Oh, you remember Bonnie and Aaron now. You spelled Bonnie right. Aaron is just A-A-R-O-N. Remember the Aaron, you done fucked up A-A-Ron meme. That's how you remember it. That meme is even joked upon in the actual audio. On the ceiling, I start dancing to confuse everyone. Dancing on the ceiling, that would be tricky, but not impossible. You self-insert yourself, basically usually write romance whatever you want to, though. To whatever situation you want with the character. That is basically fanfiction. It doesn't necessarily have to be. You could also take two pre-existing characters and romance them, but fanfiction generally involves non-canon romance with two or more characters. Sometimes they don't make any sense. Like, the crack ships are usually pretty funny, though. Those ships that generally don't make any kind of sense at all. Like ships. Yeah, basically. You forgot the assignments? Oh, I also forgot my assignments, but I've got time to do them. I hope. I'm pretty sure I do. Sorry, I just realized. Yep. We're getting frost tonight. Oh boy. It's getting cold enough to the point where we're starting to get frost overnight. Yeah, I opened up my window this morning, actually, and like half the window was covered It's covered in frost. A fanfic of grass and dirt. No, you know what? I ship grass and dirt. Grass and dirt are really good together. I'm lurking and stalking when least expecting. God damn, Maltro. I mean, if you're sitting outside my window right now, that'd be very impressive. I live on the 2nd floor. What are you doing out there? Go back inside. Frost, where am I? I'm in Canada. And in Canada, it's getting kind of cold. Especially because it's the winter. Not the winter. The autumn. I went crazy. I'm facing the winter. That is a yawn. Let's fertilize the 3rd wheel. Maybe. Or the lawnmower. Who knows? See what the weather will be. I take that back. Okay. Damn it. Gotta blow my nose again. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just sit here. I'll stuffed up. You know. All stuffed and waiting. You know, I'm genuinely curious. Because that little bar was supposed to decrease in case anyone subscribed. It's entirely possible that I just haven't gotten any new subs in the past hour and a half. But I don't know. The numbers rose surprisingly quickly over the past few days. What if I emulate a subscriber event? Let's see what happens. Yay! Whoa! Yeah, it worked. That wasn't a real event. That was just an emulation. But yeah, it did 300 damage. Holy shit. And it played the yay sound effect. That's why I mainly wanted to make sure it worked. Stop. You violated the law. That one. Stop. You violated the... Yeah, ever seen a... Straight out of Cyrodiil? Don't know how to pronounce it. Stop. You violated the law. It's been a long while since I've seen a good brawl. I don't remember. First half's pretty good. Second half, that's a lot of damage. It is a lot of damage. It was 300 damage. We did 300 damage to me. Oh shit. Ouch. At least you live in indoors. You won't have to shovel massive amounts of snow in the winter. Yeah, about that. So yeah, I live in an apartment, so I don't have to anymore. But don't worry, I am fully aware of the pain. Because, you know, I didn't always live in an apartment. And sometimes they're like, you call work in the morning, and they're all like, hey, we need you to come into work today. I'm like, I can't see out my window. That doesn't sound like a big deal. Yeah, but I'm on the, 2nd floor. Don't care, I want you there in 20 minutes. Oh my gosh, so you go outside, you grab your shovel, lift up the snow. It's incredibly heavy. It's wobbling. You toss off to the side and you look at it and you're like, when this melts, it's going to flood the basement. So you pick it all up and throw it on your neighbor's lawn instead. And you just decide it's no longer your problem. Then you drive away. I like that one ship you really like, but the last updated 3 years ago. So the chapter's left on a cliffhanger. ASMR in a nutshell. Oh, hello, Crumb. Welcome. Adam Ferguson. Hello. Lawnmower could be part of the old Neo where they're trying to tear them apart. Yeah, you guys may be reading into this lawn fan fiction a bit. If I remember to, that'd be a funny thing to do for April Fools. I want to do something fun for April Fools. Yo. Ooh, 100. 100 emoji. It almost did 100 damage to the health meter. But it faded away just in time. Lawn fanfiction. I think there was actually another thing that I wanted to try doing. Conference presentation? I don't know much about conference presentations, unfortunately. Can I create a coffee? Yeah, you know what? You go ahead and be creative. You do your thing. You be creative, you know? All your coffee mugs, you be creative. In the meantime, I'm gonna be creative in my own right and see if I can't supply everyone with some good content. Assuming I'm able to survive long enough to edit. I'm not going to do the I'm leaving YouTube for good on April Fools. I am not that kind of person. I definitely feel like, excuse me, that's the kind of thing you shouldn't joke about. Or at least, a lot of my April Fool's jokes, I try to make people laugh. I don't like to, I don't like to genuinely fool people. I like to do something really outrageously stupid. That's how I like doing it. April Fool's prank, go to a public fridge in the dorms and put googly eyes on everything facing towards the door. Oh my gosh, that is a good idea. Oh, I want to do that. I was going to the party tomorrow. I'm very jealous. Hello, Levi. Supposed to be enemies to lovers, only maxing on a pair of the poly. That was in my heart. Oh, gee, that is so scary. Yeah. No, I don't believe in doing prank videos. Or at least, that's not something I want to do. Like, if I'm ever posting something, like, I'm leaving YouTube for good, or, some other stuff. A face reveal for April Fools. Okay, again, I don't know if I want to do that. I was considering for April Fools going, like, here's a face reveal, and I just show off some random face, but I was like, nah, that is honestly, like, it's a bit cliche. I imagine I'm not the only people to be like, oh, I'm going to do a face reveal. Like, not to discredit the idea. I just want to do something most other people don't do. And I also don't want it to be cringy. Although I say that, but then there was the punch drunk but everything goes horribly wrong video that I did last year. Or no, it was this year. Yeah, I have been asked before about doing like legitimate face reveals. I don't know. It's probably not going to happen, to be perfectly honest. I'm kind of concerned with my own personal safety. Really rather not have people, like, recognize me in public, to be perfectly honest. Endlessly rotating a Roomba in space. There's a good idea. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust how I'm sitting. I'm suddenly just feeling really uncomfortable sitting down. I think it's the shorts I'm wearing. I'm in shorts right now. Because I was overheating very quickly thanks to the cold. But they're very... like... a little uncomfy to sit in for long periods of time. I'll probably be ending the stream at some point soon anyway. Partially because my voice is going out, and partially because I am starting to feel kind of sleepy. Still gonna go for a little bit longer, but... because, hey, there's actually art of that. Well, I appreciate the fact you called it art. I don't know. So if I could have my own... if I could have a fanfic made for me, where would I go to? I think Wattpad. I go around on Pinterest a lot. I see a lot of links to Wattpad because a lot of the images on Pinterest are linked to Wattpad because people like to use those images on Wattpad. The emo kid buys pastel clothes. What does pastel mean? Give me a second, I'm Googling it. I don't have Google. Give me a second, I'm Safariing it. Give me a second, my connection's really slow. Wattpad's not so bad. My sister wrote her first book on Wattpad, and it was very successful. Bright or pretty? Oh, now it loads after they tell me the definition. Okay. I got here while people were in the middle of talking about lawn stuff. So confused. It was just, yeah. It's really annoying. I'm trying to find a funny image on Pinterest. It would be a spot link. Yeah. Look, it's like, if I want to look for that, I'll look for it. If I'm looking for something else, I don't want to be linked to it. That's very distracting and annoying. Emo person goes to buy bright color. Oh my god. Okay, so, one of the most... I remember I asked people to, like... jokingly, I was like, ship together two of my characters. So many people shipped Aaron and Bonnie together. And then in all of their audios, there's a comment somewhere like, oh, I hope Bonnie shows up. I hope Aaron shows up. And, like... there's so many requests for it that I have genuinely considered making an alternate reality. It's got to be alternate because I don't want to invalidate the listener's relationship with either of them. But an alternate reality where they got to do a relationship instead. Yeah, I think that would work because Aaron's bisexual. He said so himself. And Bonnie's never openly talked about his sexuality, but I guess depending in either version, because he's had a boyfriend in the past. So in the M for M version, he's just straight up gay. But in the M for F version, he's definitely bisexual, or at least attracted to men as well as women. And possibly beyond that. I don't know, it's my own character. I guess I can probably determine that. But either way, so yeah, they could definitely be in a relationship together. I don't know. Would you want that? Would you want an audio of me talking to myself in two starkly separate voices? Because, like, I'll do it. But, like, would anyone actually want to hear that? Bonnie confuses you. I didn't realize he was a confusing person. He's going to Wattpad until finding yourself becoming impatient while reading the paragraphs. Yeah, I wanted to get into reading as well. You know, I read a lot when I was a kid, and then it just gradually got harder. I was always like, why is it so difficult? And now I get it. Probably because of ADHD, which makes it very hard to read, especially D&D, for instance. Do it for damn it. Okay, this might kill my throat. I'm gonna give it a shot. For science. Oh god. I want to be able to get my voice back soon. I mean, go for it, King. I don't know myself. We'll see. This is very hard to tell what should I make a Ouija male version of the fashion called Lolita inspired outfit. Very indecisive. I mean, I'd say go for it. Why not? Give it a shot, you know? YOLO. Literally. You only live once. Might as well. Yes, of course. We would. Ohemj. Ohemaj. Ohanj? Ohan? No. School made reading unfun too. Sometimes it was, yeah. I didn't quite mind it. That relaxed voice sounds good. Okay. Now that is something I do wish could happen to people like OCs make. Yeah. Well, it's not impossible to do. Oh, I just started doing it for the heck of it, and then, well, here I am. Emo kid with Popstar. Emo kid with Popstar. You talking about Aaron with Kennedy? I don't know if Aaron and Kennedy, would they work? I don't know. Because Kennedy is a very, very golden retriever energy, self-assured, out there, social guy. Aaron's a bit more, they're kind of contrasts of each other. Aaron's a bit more reclusive, still confident, he's friendly, of course, but often misunderstood. Whoa! Hey, it's Peter just subscribed and I took 300 damage. Hell yeah! I mean, no. Ow. Okay. Heck yeah. Glad. What made you pick coffee as your YouTube name? Weird question, but it's not a weird question. Well, when I was starting my channel, I knew I wanted to get into, you know, voice acting, and I wanted to start with ASMR and comfort scripts. And I thought, what is something very simple, but it brings a lot of joy and comfort to people? And I thought coffee. You know, coffee is something that a lot of people enjoy on a daily basis that usually helps them feel better. And I kind of thought about the name, and I thought, you know, mugs are kind of nice as well. So what about a warm coffee mug? That name just sounds like... it sounds very pleasant, very safe, very warm. And I did ask a couple of, like, my friends as well when I was starting out, like, hey, do you think this sounds okay for channel name? And they all said, yeah, that sounds really nice. Go with that. So I did. And there you go. Happy birthday. Thank you, Plushy ASMR. Thank you. Thank you for making it to the stream. This will be more low. What? We'll be more slow now. Okay. Think so. What about the... okay. Would they work? Maybe 30 out of 70. What? Okay. Oh, I see. Now that's a lot of damage. Yes, to take a lot of damage. What was the character's name with the loner listener? The one who drew the listener. Oh my. There are a few audios with the loner listener. I think you're talking about Bonnie. It's my passion, shy femboy, ex-loner listener. Yeah, first audio, I believe. Yeah, Bonnie got you to cosplay and then sketched you. Yeah, that was Bonnie. Just realized you weren't subscribed. I'm gonna fix that. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Yeah, I was looking at, that's so sweet for no reason. Okay. Yeah, I think it was Bonnie. So I'm messaging around with voicing the OG Ruby trailer. It's no longer like Ruby and kind of unknowingly went from there. Okay. What, was there a comment prior to that? No? Okay. Yeah, I liked Ruby a lot in its original seasons as well, but I think after 3 it kind of went a little downhill, but I'm waiting till the full thing is out before I start watching again. Because I still like Ruby. I definitely like the world, but I did hear it kind of went downhill. I'm just holding on the hope that maybe they're wrong. Honestly, the main reason why I remember Bonnie's name is just because, one, he's one of the most iconic characters on the channel, and 2, because I made him. I remember all my characters. Almost all of them. Happy birthday. Thank you! Yeah. Yeah, that's Bonnie. You know, he's like, my name is Bonnie. He mentions that a couple of times. Oh, I'm glad you like him. Yeah, the fan favorites of the channel, Aaron, he is the OG. Then Bonnie and Rave. They're the top 3. Milo staring at you as you do your project. He stare into your soul. There was a lot of potential to mostly explored fan. That's what I realized. You know, a lot of the Ruby World's potential is not really realized in the anime. It's more explored in the manga, in the lore, and in a lot of the fanfics. Seriously, there are so many images I found on Pinterest that's Ruby fanfic. Something reader X harem. Lots of harems. Lots. Like a hard in that voice has me down bad. Which voice? This voice? You mean Bonnie's? Cause like, yeah, I can keep talking like this. It is a little softer actually, so it's a little easier on my lungs, I think. I would do Aaron's, but Aaron's is kind of hard to do with a sore throat, or is it? I don't know. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a little difficult to do it right now. You know how it is, though. He's not very expressive. Well, no, he is expressive, but he doesn't really raise his voice all that much. It's very gravelly. I don't even know if I'm doing it right now. Who is Rave? Rave is the Kudere. He is the one who also owns the journal and doesn't really know how to properly speak, so he keeps a journal on him with pre-documented responses to certain questions. That way, when in the middle of an awkward conversation and do not know how to respond, he can resort to the contents of his journal in order to keep the conversation flowing. Return from being a mod of someone, now shall relax here. Okay, welcome back from modding. Oh, thank you, Crumb. Thank you for the birthday wish. Good Ruby fanfics are on another level. Yeah, it's funny, because, you know, there are a lot of, like, you know, fanfics are memed upon for not really being that great, but every now and again, you do get some people writing that genuinely care, put time and effort into it, and actually know what they're doing, you know? It's not just like, oh, I grabbed them by their sensitives and started stroking real hard, because that's like, you know, it's smutty fanfic, but meanwhile, you know, when you get the ones that are actually well built and very loving and well done, and it's like, you know, that's actually pretty good. I've never read fanfic myself, though, but this is based off of what I've heard from other people, because very rarely you do get the ones that are, like, genuinely good stories. Can't find a single good Ruby fanfic about Mercury anywhere. Really? Out of all the characters, Mercury is the one that doesn't have any good ones? That actually surprises me. Party next door. Relatable. I'm actually kind of surprised it's quiet where I am. Usually there's a lot of stomping above me. You don't know what you're doing anymore? Well, it's okay. There's also the other guy that got kicked out of the party. Okay. How do I say that? Compleanno? Buon compleanno? I don't know how to say that. Well, thank you, though. appreciate it. For real, yeah, it's so hard to do. Can't remember Weiss's brother. I didn't know Weiss had a brother. I know Weiss had a sister, but not a brother. Mercury got shafted hard. No spoilers, please. Never read fan. Hey, I'm just speculating, okay? It's not even just fanfic in general. I'm talking about things like role plays or ASMR. Because, well, there are a lot of ASMR channels or roleplay channels that, you know, they do mean well, but some of them are just in it for the attention. Some just want to write some not great things. But when you find the people, you can tell when people genuinely care because they put love and passion into it. And you can tell, you know, when they give a shit. And it's so nice to see. I'm sure you don't read fanfic. No, I'm too busy writing it. I know that my audios aren't technically fanfics, but sometimes I classify them as such. OMG, also trying to find Xmute readers is so hard. Yeah, I've only got one mute listener audio so far. And that's just because they're a little uncommon. But you were really close to the pronunciation. Good job. Oh, thank you. Volume 6? Yeah, I don't think I got to Volume 6. Yeah, there aren't too many, I don't know, it's interesting. Because, like, yeah, I doubt there are a lot of, like, you know, written stories where the listener canonically does not talk when they're addressed to you. Letting go and play, like, games, for instance, there's a lot of just canonically mute characters. It's not very uncommon in the gaming industry, but it is pretty uncommon in, like, just the ASMR industry or the fanfic industry, as far as I know. Oh, God. Ugh. Poor throat. Feeling dry. Probably gonna have to stop soon. I'll say their scripts are very good at avoiding the tropes of non-specific listeners. Oh, that's good. I'm glad they avoid that. Yeah. Sometimes there are specific listeners, but, you know, generally what you want to do is find the good blend between having a generic listener, but not an overly generic one. And also sometimes giving the listener some personality, you know? Especially in the upcoming project. Which, by the way, so, for the upcoming project, to say it's a script isn't incredibly inaccurate, but it's gonna be the very first one I write, and probably the only one, where the listener actually has dialogue. As in, so it's gonna, I know it doesn't make very much sense, but what I mean by that is you'll actually be able to tell exactly what it is the listener is saying. And generally the challenge there is trying to come up with things that that listeners would say that kind of anyone can really relate to or understand, and at the same time still give the listener some personality. You'll find out. I don't want to spoil too much, but you'll find out. But, and you know, you want to make sure the listener doesn't feel like a blank, boring slate, but also at the same time, you don't want to do certain things that would cause the people to be like, I wouldn't do that, or at least keep those few and far between. Because I've listened to some audios as well, where they do have the listener kind of act a certain way, and I've always just thought to myself, like, I wouldn't do that. Wow, listener me is kind of a dick. Why am I doing that? Listen to it, not gonna lie, once listened to a Yandere listener ASMR and wasn't uncomfortable, surprising compared to the only one as a Yandere. Well, yeah, I found that I don't really like Yandere scripts, but Yandere X Yandere is usually not so bad, considering the fact that it's like, you know, both of you understand each other's boundaries, and both of you are kind of out there. And when it goes both ways, it kind of lessens the impact a little bit. Are you from north of the border? I don't really see what that has to do with anything. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. It must be awful for you. Ah, sorry, that took me a second to understand. I always end up with some spicy audio by mistake. Was resistant to comfort. It wakes me up, that's for sure. Yeah. It's my passion, part 3. That was an accident. That was a real accident. Yeah, I have realized I kind of accidentally lapsed into adding some spicier stuff into my audios as of recently, because again, I think I have a higher comfort level with that than other people, but I've very gradually learned how to let people, like, you know, keep the wholesome stuff on YouTube, keep the less wholesome stuff on Patreon. People want to hear it, they'll go to it. Let's find a panic attack comfort audio and ended up with Smut at the very end, which one here after a panic attack. Oh my gosh, that's a interesting time to insert it. Like, again, I don't think it's necessarily too bad considering it's something couples do if inserted correctly. There's a difference between, like, here, I want to help you calm down and take your mind off of things, and I'm so sorry you feel that way, let's have sex right now. Like, whoa, what? Where did that come from? Happy birthday, coffee. Thank you. Thank you, Bree. We're actually going to be wrapping up pretty soon. We've been streaming for basically 2.5 hours, so we're almost done soon. If you want to get the listener voice, you can put dialogue on the screen. Yep. Well, the issue with that, of course, I have my audios as having black screens, so that way, you know, anyone listening that doesn't have YouTube Premium can keep the screen open and it won't drain their battery and it won't blind their eyes. But I don't think, you know, since it's black screen, anyone's really going to be paying attention to the screen when the audio is going, so if the listener ever says anything, I don't think anyone's really going to notice. A de-stressor, yes, exactly. Yonder audio had me cracking up laughing. A lot of people said that, and I think that's because a lot of it's pretty out there, and kind of unapologetically. And you know what? I think that's alright. Well, folks, we have reached the end of the banner. That marks the end of the stream. Looks like it's time to sign off pretty soon. But before I do, I'm going to do something real quick. Mainly so I can see the text again. I'll bring up a thumbnail. What about Remy? Yeah, sure, let's bring Remy on here. Why not? Hi, Remy. Welcome. Now we're just going to zoom over here. There we go. Wow, that is blinding. Alright. We're just going to zoom real close to Remy. Hello. Nom nom. There. Well, Remy's there. No, wait. There, see? He's just drinking some chocolate milk, you know? Remy's just thirsty. Anyway. Alright. What do we got? Distressor was like, calm down now. Now that you're calm. Yeah, that is definitely, you know, when it's kind of just out of nowhere, that's definitely, whoop, what, fine, we're the void once more. Yep, the void. Weird solution for the black screen dialogue. Maybe gentle little ping sound like striking response in RPG. Yeah, I did do that for night running. Kind of. I balanced the audio a bit poorly. There was also one in What's Left of Me Part 4, where I actually inserted some footage of a very beautiful sunsets into the video. And I don't know if anyone noticed. But yeah, What's Left of Me Part 4, right when the listener uncovers the speaker's eyes, you may notice. It's there. The glass looks horrifying in the dark. It does. It really does. It's like very glinting. Happy birthday, coffee. One last time, you're awesome. What you do. Thank you. Jader W. Same in your Remy soul. Just spilled my coffee. No! We're all spilled. Anyway. Probably inserted quiet Discord thing to confuse everybody. Yeah. Oh, you noticed. Nice. Glad someone noticed. Yeah. I don't want to confuse people when I'm trying to comfort them. Except for maybe April Fools. Alright. I'm losing my voice, everybody. I'm also getting tired, and it's getting a little late. I think this is a good time to probably cut the stream, so thank you all very much for attending and for all the birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. And I hope everybody had a very productive stream talking about fanfiction scripts and lots of other things. And already we're getting some comments that are being... Oh my god. What happened? Don't worry, Remy's back. Hey, a heart. That's cute. Sleep well, stay safe, happy birthday. Yep. Good night, everybody. Have a good. It's night. It's a night. Yep. All right. See you on Patreon. Yep. See you on Patreon. Good night. Take care. Sleep tight. And whatever it is that you're afraid of, just don't let it bite. All right. That was a lot of ites. Remy. You stare into your soul. Now no one's ever going to be able to unsee that.